VC, how are you all doing? George back with another video. 10 LPs, 8 Blue Note, one's a box set, and there's a wee record shop that's opened up in probably about the last 4 or 5 months, just in the next village to me. It's called A Love Supreme, and it has quite a good wee jazz section. And I managed to pick up this album on Strata-East, who are releasing obviously a lot of their old stock. Hasn't been released for a while, I think, but this is on Pure Pleasure Records. It's a UK audiophile label, and they released this in 2018. It's from 1970 originally, and it's Music Inc. There's Charles Tolliver on trumpet, Stanley Cowell on piano, Jimmy Hobbs on drums, and Cecil McBee, great Cecil McBee, on bass. Now there's a bigger band on this, so it's not a small intimate thing, but it's really well done, and we've got 4 trumpet players, 4 on reeds and flutes. Wilbur Brown's on here, Clifford Jordan, Jimmy Heath, 1 tuba baritone player, Howard Johnson, and 4 trombones, including Curtis Fuller. Yeah, really good album. Not too overpowering with a big band. Yeah, there's 6 tracks on it. Really enjoying that. I've had this for about 5 weeks now anyway, maybe longer. Just staying out there, not putting it away. So yeah, Music Inc., Charles Tolliver. Next off, I'm not a member of the Tone Poet Club, and I managed to pick up a guy who's selling the special editions, the monthly special edition in the UK, and I picked up them. But this one I picked up before they run out really, and the one for this month, or quarter, the special edition in Tone Poets is this one. It's by Elvin Jones, Collation. This is a Japanese issue, got the obi there. It's an album, it's Coalition, not been released a lot. It's got the inner, so it's got everything here. Really good nick, as the Japanese albums generally are when you get them. This copy's from 1983, so it's quite a hard album to find anyway. So yeah, happy to pick up that. Probably a quarter of the price of if you can get the new one. So yeah, Elvin Jones, drummer from John Coltrane's band, obviously, but he makes great albums, great drumming albums. Other players on here are, can't see for the label, but it's Frank Foster on tenor sax, Wilbur Ware, Candido plays the percussion, George Coleman's on here too. Yeah, great album, great to pick up that. So, like a wee bit like the Blue Note LT series, was albums that were held back and released between 79 and 81. The next 4 albums I think I'm going to show you, 4 or 5, are from held back albums, Blue Note albums that were released in 1986 using the direct metal mastering method, and they were only released in the States and France in 1986. I don't know how many they've done. I've maybe got half a dozen or something, or more. But the first one I'm going to show you is Sonny Clark Trio. Is it trio? It's quintet, isn't it? Ah, it's quintet. The obi's faulty bits. There you go. So it uses a digital mastering system. They sound fantastic. So this is left over. 2 sessions from. I can't remember the year now. I think it was... I can't remember the year, but it was 62, 63, can't really remember. Cool Strutting, these are tracks left over from the session Cool Strutting. So this is the first issue of this in 1986, I think, too. Sorry, I forget the details in this one. Yeah, it's sometimes called Cool Strutting Volume 2, and I think there's a Volume 3, and they have different covers. Volume 2, the same album as this, sometimes called Mirror Meeting. It's all in Japanese, so it's yeah, great album. Sonny Clark, if you like Cool Strutting, fantastic album. And I should tell you, I was on the set, it's Jackie McLean, Paul Chambers and Philly Joe Jones.
Thank you so much.
Clifford Jordan, Kenny Burrell, Paul Chambers and Pete LaRocca. So there's 2 sessions, December, January of, can't remember the year. So, cool album. And also on the same DMM series, this was recorded in 1976, released for the first time in 1986 as Horace Parlan. It's Happy Frame of Mind, and it's Blue Note 4134. We've got Johnny Coles in trumpet, Booker Irvin tenor sax, Grant Green guitar, Horace Parlan piano, Butch Warren bass, and Billy Higgins drums. There's 5 tracks on this. So recorded in 76, first released in 1986. So quite a hard album to find. These haven't been released a hell of a lot. So pick them up while you can. I'm assuming maybe Music Matters have maybe released some of these, can't really remember. The next one is Lush Life by Lou Donaldson, fantastic cover there. Again, DMM, Direct Metal Mastering, DMM. Quite a big band on this, yeah, fantastic album. And that's the proper inner, the coming. Lou Donaldson, alto sax, Jerry Dodgian, alto sax, Wayne Shorter, tenor, Pepper Adams, baritone sax, Freddie Hubbard, trumpet, Garnet Brown, trombone, McCoy Tyner, piano, Ron Carter, bass, and Al Harewood on drums. 7 tracks, fantastic album, really enjoying this one. Really up-tempo, as Lou Donald generally is anyway. 4254, originally recorded in 1967. Could be a cover. Great album. Another one hard to find that's in this DMM series is Jubilee Shout by Stanley Turrentine. Again, some of these albums have been released maybe 2 or 3 times. This is original Blue Note cover. Again, they're all 1986 they were released, curated by Michael Kuskuna, the Blue Note producer. This was recorded in 1962. The Blue Note inner. Stanley Turrentine tenor sax, Tommy Turrentine trumpet, Kenny Burrell on guitar, Sonny Clark piano, Butch Warren bass, and Al Harewood again on drums. 6 tracks. It's a wee bit loud, that one. Bit deaf in the ear this week. Need to go to the doctors. My ear's killing me. I can't hear a thing out of it. Right, and the last one in this series is John Patton, Big John Patton, and this is called Blue John. We've got Tommy Turntine trumpet, George Braith on tenor, soprano sax and stritch, John Patton on organ obviously, Grant Green guitar and Ben Dixon drums, 6 tracks, originally recorded in 1963. Here's got the proper inner. If you like a bit of organ music, this is a cracker if you like organ music. Great guitar by Grant Green. Cool album. So one of the Tone Poets, this I think came out earlier this month, is Complete Communion by Don Cherry. First released in '65. Yeah. So Don Cherry made 3 albums for Blue Note. They've released 2 in the reissue series, one to come. Look forward to that. So if you like a bit avant-garde, wee bit out there, Don Cherry. I would skip if you don't like that style. I do. Don Cherry and cornet. Gato Barbieri on tenor sax, Henry Grimes on bass and Edward Blackwell on drums. There's actually 8 tracks on this. Complete Communion. Great album. They're all great. They're Blue Note. Non-Blue Note album. I don't know if this was released this month or last month. Recently, anyway, reissued. John Coltrane Quartet Plays. This is part of the Verve acoustic sound series. I think I've got a mono British original of this album. You can't beat these shiny copies from Analog Productions. Sound fantastic. I think maybe about 1965 this is from. So you see the songs here. Great songs by John. Chim Chim Chiri, Song of Praise, Nature Boy and Brasilia. Classic John Coltrane stuff. Great album. Quite an easy listen. Nothing too difficult. The normal Impulse John Coltrane band, including Art Davis on bass, on Nature Boy. So 4 tracks. Yeah, really good. Great album. I must have in the collection. John Coltrane. And last but not least is the Blue Note box set, and it's part of the Blue Note Review series. So this was the first one released in 2017. The next one was 2018, and there was one obviously released earlier this year. Now the one in 2017 is called Peace, Love and Fishing. Fishing for music, it means. Only 1,500 copies were made of this box. 2,000 of the next 2 boxes, and they're just beautifully done. I've obviously been after this for quite a few months, and a chap on Discogs had it from France, and he was saying the vinyl was in G condition. So I gave it a miss. I mean, it was cheap, really cheap for the box, and I just gave it a miss, and I missed out on one on eBay, I think, and so I went back to this and read the boys' notes, and I thought, you know, what the price I'm getting it for, if I clean it up, you know, and the vinyl's cleaned up really. It was a bit dusty, a wee bit noisy, but sounding great, so I've got this at a pretty good price. So what have we got in the box? This was the first one. You get a note from Don Was, so this is 1409. You get a Blue Note scarf, and they'll take it out. And review, so they done this, the first one, the liner notes and stories on a big thingy they do. Which is, it's actually quite easy to read because it just just folds it like that, so you can read each page. Don Was there. And the thing about these Blue Note boxes is it's all like feeling part of the family, and you do with getting these. They're quite personal, these box sets. I feel gets you in the family. You get 2 lithographs, and it's Stanley Turpentine. Thinking it, yeah, Stanley Turpentine. Great for framing. I think that's rear end of Wayne Shorter. Quite unusual. That's pretty trendy there with the hoodies, you know, back in the day. These guys were stylish anyway, weren't they? And that's what a lot of this is about these days, you know. These guys were cool cats, great musicians, and we've got that. We've got a Slipmat, Jazz Is Not a Crime, Cork. So the main part of this album is the double album, and these tracks aren't issued anywhere else. These are live tracks, and they're generally by the contemporary artists of Blue Note at the time, mostly. Just beautiful. You'll not get these tracks anywhere else. They're only available in the box. This is a double album. Beautifully done in the gold, texture sleeve. Oh, that's one of the albums I've had on there. Showing the Blue Note albums. So, first track on this was the Charles Lloyd Marvels. Charles Lloyd, a great Blue Note artist, part of the family. Live from Royce Hall. And you've got Fruit Prints by Dr. Lonnie Smith. That's not that. Side B, you've got Take Me to the Alley, recorded at Blue Note Jazz at Sea by Gregory Porter. Now, Frank Sinatra's new Tone Poets coming out, Wee Small Hours, which Frank Sinatra's brilliant. I've got a few of his albums, but if you want a contemporary jazz vocalist, Gregory Porter kills that. I've got a few of his albums. Not bought a new one for a while, but I've got 3 of his albums. What a singer he is, and the quality on this is, the sound quality is great. Then we've got Turnaround by the Blue Note All-Stars, which is various contemporary Blue Note artists coming in as the Blue Note All-Stars. I think it's produced by Robert Glasper and Don Was. Glasper plays piano, part of it. Derek Hodge, various Blue Note upstarts. Side C, you've got Memory of Flame by Terence Blanchard. To Be Fair by Derek Hodge, who's one of the All-Stars. Track 3 on that is Daydream by Candance Springs, featuring Ambrose Akin Muzier. Track 4's Wayne Shorter on his own, Zero Gravity, number 913, the great Wayne Shorter. So the music on this is absolutely fantastic. Sound quality is great. Now these boxes, you also get a CD copy of the double album, and they do a featured album. It's hard to find. It probably will never be released by Blue Note again. So they're generally quite hard to find. They haven't sold much, and the first and the third volumes only had 1 album. Volume 2's got 2 albums, so it's a good one to get, and it's generally the cheapest box. But this one's Step Lightly by Blue Mitchell, and I've been after this album for a wee while actually. 4142. I think it's maybe seen a few different covers, but this has got the music on this has got the Joe Harley Tone Poet treatment anyway. Just on that. I was looking for something else there, it wasn't there. No, great album. Blue Mitchell, 4142. Trumpet, Blue Mitchell. Joe Henderson, tenor sax. Leon Wright, alto. Herbie Hancock piano, Gene Taylor on bass, and Roy Brooks on drums, 6 tracks, and this was originally recorded in 1963. I'm going out very quickly, so just rush this. So that's the box set. I'll have to dive, always in a hurry for something like that. Have a good Sunday, guys. I'm off to church to pray for the world. I'll see you later. Bye bye.